Hi, welcome to part 9. And in part 9 I'm going to create the user accounts, the register route, the login route, and I'm going to install the database. And my name is Erik Peterson, and in this video as well I have a cam, but I have pre-recorded without the cam, so hopefully it's going to turn out well. So let's get started. And first in this video I'm going to install the Mongo database, which have changed because before I'm not too sure how long ago, but it was released. So you just needed to make a direction, and then you needed to just install the database, and that's it. But now in the Cloud9 engine, you have to run a few lines, and I don't actually understand all of the lines, to be honest. I just know that I have to run them, and as you can see on the screen, it loads in a lot of things. A lot of GET requests, so it just downloads packages, and I'm not really too sure how all of that works. As I said, all I really know about this part is that I install the database, and this is what I need to do. And the documentation is not from any online source guide or whatever. It's actually from a course that I took probably half a year ago, when I learned Node JavaScript and Express and MongoDB. So I'm still pretty new to this, and I haven't really used the MongoDB apart from just creating a database, and that's really easy. There's a lot more to learn. And what you needed to do before was just create, like I'm doing now, I'm making a direction called data, and then I'm telling then I'm installing MongoDB on that path in data, which is the folder, and then I run a few lines, and then it should be working. And that's the message that you want, waiting for a connection on port 27017, I believe it was. And now I'm trying to run the application, trying to make it work. And that's a big part in the programming, that you get a lot of errors and you don't understand all of errors. Like there's a lot of stuff I can't explain in Node JavaScript, but when it comes to other backend parts, when you write the code and how you handle the data and you handle the errors, that's something I'm good at. But when it comes to this type of stuff, it's something that I never really done. I've mostly been doing errors in .NET, but this is not .NET. This is no JavaScript Express, and it's a bit tricky. As you can see, there's a lot I have to test, and I'm actually going to create an account, and it works. I have a database, and I can create accounts, which is perfect, which is what I wanted. Now you're going to see later in the video, pretty soon I believe, that I actually forgot the password, so I failed to log in, so I had to create a new account instead, and at the end of the video it's going to be working. And now I'm running a few commands where you can find your database, and you can view the data in your database and what collections you have and so on. And a lot of times you miswrite some code, so you get weird errors and stuff. And in this case, you can see object ID, username, display name, and you can't really see the password because it's hashed, it's encrypted, so you can't really hack the database and read your password like an open book. And I don't really understand all of the fields, and the ID, I'm not really sure how that's given. I don't think it's encrypted. I think it's just a regular ID. And when I used SQL, right now I'm using MongoDB, but when I used SQL instead, it was much easier because the first user had ID 1 instead of this weird ID like 5B85868 and so on. And now as you can see, I get an error, and that's a part of the programming. You Google the error and you try and find forum posts on like Stack Overflow and so on. And by doing that, you can actually find other users that have the same error, or other developers, I should say, that have the same error. And there's always going to be someone who can answer your question, and they're going to help you. But anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of just trial and error. You probably don't understand even 10% of what I'm doing right now, but basically what I'm doing is that I'm trying to solve some error messages, and I'm trying to understand what's wrong and how I can prevent the error. And right now I believe it's done, because it didn't seem to be something important to fix. And that's what I needed. I just needed the parameter, which I don't really understand what it does, but anyway, I could have Googled, but I didn't really want to spend time doing that. I just wanted to get the quick fix and continue working on the website. And now I'm going to try log in, but I can't remember the password, so. And if you're Swedish, some of the names are really childish, but I created them probably half year ago, and they're still cached. So I'm not going to be able to log in, so I'm going to create a new account instead. And we have an issue there. As you can see in the login, I have middleware.isLoggedIn, and in order to be able to log in, I must be logged in to log in, which is stupid. That doesn't work. So the login is only going to, because I think I'm going to do that in the video now. Yeah, I'm going to use the is not logged in. So if I'm not logged in, I'm going to be able to log in, but if I'm logged in, I'm not going to be able to log in again unless I log out. So is not logged in is going to be correct. But little did I know that I didn't actually remember the password, so not even that is going to save me. And this is probably something that I can add when it comes to programming. A lot of the time it's not going to work. It's not like you just write lines of code and it works immediately. And now we're in the next video, and I'm going to register a new account, test user, and then my name, display name. So by the way, the display name is going to be the name that is shown, so your username will not be shown. And I use the password is test, if you didn't catch that. So now I want to be able to log in, I believe. Okay, I try to log out there, which is hard to see because there isn't any welcome message or log out. But anyway, and it seems to be working. Let's go to the next video. So this is going to be the last video I'm going to be showing you. And I've added a few things for the local. I'm going to be speaking about this in the next video as well. And I can't really explain that line. All I know is that you're going to be able to use the current user that is logged in. So as you can see on the page, I have signed in as test user and then log out. And now I'm able to go to the login page when I'm logged in. So I'm going to change that, because the logic is going to be like that, going to be like this. I know that I'm stuttering a lot in this video because I'm not really used to record myself speaking when I've already recorded the video. So the logic is that when I'm logged in, I should not be able to enter the login route or the register route. And when I'm not logged in, I should not be able to access the logout route. So it's very logical, but it needs to be done manually. So now you can see I'm not logged in. It says login or register. And when I'm logged in, it says sign in as test user and I can log out. But I cannot visit the login or register route. I can't access the post route either. So register, get, and post, and login, get, and post I can't access because the code checks if the user is logged in or not. And if the user is logged in, I can't access. So that was the whole point of this video, that I installed the database. Then I created a backend so I can log in. First create an account and then log in, and then log out, and then use failsafe, and then use the local user so I can say you're logged in or you're not logged in, and then just create accounts basically. And I would like to say that part 9 is over, and thank you for watching this video, even if it was really bad. I'm going to start creating better videos with like better plans, because right now I'm new to making videos like this, so I'm going to create like a plan how I'm going to record the videos and how interactive they're gonna be. So thank you for watching, and see you in part 10.